Hey gang, here I am sitting at the Mercer Park in Houston, my favorite hangout in the nature. And I've been contemplating on the miracles meticulously manifesting in my life of late. I mean, one thing leads to another, and to another. And before I know it, things are just falling in place wonderfully. And I am getting ready to head for the Route 66 epic walk from Chicago to Santa Monica, California. I am heading out of Houston on July the 16th, which is a Saturday. I'm going to catch the mega bus from Houston to Dallas and then change in Dallas, hop onto another one, and then end up in Chicago, Illinois on Sunday the 17th at 8:15 p.m. I'm going to leave about 5:30 Saturday from Houston, and I'll end up in Chicago at 8:15 on Sunday the next day. So it's a little over a 24-hour bus ride, change one bus, have a 2-hour stopover in Memphis for the servicing of the bus and changing of the driver and all that good stuff. Not my first rodeo, mind you. I used to love to do that when I was living in Oklahoma back in the 70s. And I used to take off on my day off. I would go jump on a Greyhound bus for a couple of hours, 3-hour, 4-hour one-way trip. Oh, sometimes to Tulsa, sometimes Little Rock, not Little York. And sometimes it'd reach Clinton, Oklahoma, sometimes to Dallas, who knows where. But I would just hop on the bus, go someplace, spend half a day over there, and then come back in the evening. And that's how I used to spend my day off. So I love riding the bus. And the main reason I love riding the bus is because it lets me see at the sea level. I can see the world as we pass through it, as we travel through it. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And that's why when I decided to go nomadic, I got on the van and I traveled across the U.S. I've traveled to all 48 states. And now I'm tired of looking at things at 75 miles an hour. I want to be able to see it, enjoy it, and be able to stop and appreciate the nature, the people, the place. Just be there and have fun. Be able to take a picture when I see something that catches my eye, rather than, ooh, that was a good picture, and I'm already half a mile down the road, and then don't feel like turning around and coming back. And if you know anything about photography, you know that when you see a picture, it's in that moment, in that place, from that angle. Coming back, turning around, coming back, the moment won't be the same, and the perspective won't be the same. If I saw it from the van, sitting up there, and then I get out of the van to take that picture, ain't going to be the same one. So, this time I've decided I'm just going to walk and find things at the level where I am, catch things from the right perspective, and catch them. Capture them, share them with the world, meet people, make friends, tell stories, find stories, all kinds of good stuff. And I've been very, very fortunate that people have been coming forward to offer help in doing this, because to a lot of people it is something that they would enjoy doing but don't have the opportunity to do. So they say, hey, I can do this through Rashid's eyes. I can do this while he is doing it. I can enjoy it as if I was doing it myself. So I am going to be posting more consistency on YouTube, I have set up a special website with a kind of a fun crowdfunding platform, and the website is thelifeinmotion.com. That's www.thelifeinmotion.com. I'm going to put it down here in the comment section so you know where that thing is. Also, while I'm at it, pointing down there, hey, there's a subscribe button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would allow you to know when I post a new video. I'm going to be walking down Route 66, the historic Route 66, for next 9 months or so. Of course, I'm going to take a couple of breaks in between, in the middle of October and the end of January, mainly because that's when my children's birthday happened to be. So I'm going to take a couple of weeks off in the middle to end of October, head back on the road from October until the last week of January. That's what I meant. Last week of January, when my daughter's birthday comes up, and then go back to Houston, celebrate the birthday with her, and continue where I leave off in January. And I'm hoping that I would complete my journey on my birthday, which happens to be in April. So from about July 15th, July 20th, July 20th would be roughly when I will get started on my walk. And then I will end that on April the 8th, which is my birthday. And that's about 8.5 months. So I'm looking forward to that trip. I'm looking forward to meeting people, meeting some of you along the way. If you are on Route 66, somewhere around there, hit me up, and I'll let you know when I'm in your general vicinity, and maybe we can figure out a way to get together and meet each other in person and get to know each other. Talk a little bit, maybe make a video, maybe share it with the rest of the gang. So that's what I plan on doing. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. And that's where I'll be headed in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, I've been doing a lot of walking. And I do mean lots and lots and lots of walking. Because my intention is to walk 12 to 15 miles a day on the average. 12 to 15 mile days on the average. Now, it sounds a whole lot, but it really isn't. Really, honestly, it isn't that much. And when I say it isn't that much, it's only about 4 to 5 hours of actual walking. Yes, I know. 4 to 5 hours is a lot of walking. No, it's not. I do that, well, I walk about 4 or 5 miles on my daily work, walking back and forth, making balloons for the kids, entertaining children. And if I do a good 6, 7, 8 hour shift, I walk 4 or 5 miles. And then, other than that, I walk in the park here and there. So I put in 5, 6 miles a day anyway. All I'm doing is doubling my walk. Yes, it'll be intense in the sense that instead of having it spread out over the whole day, I would be doing it more in a 4 to 5 hour period. But that's 4 to 5 hours of actual walking at 3 miles an hour, 2.5 miles an hour pace. Sometimes I may walk 30 minutes, stop, find something interesting, take a picture, talk to somebody, or somebody might see me walking down, may want to strike up a conversation. So it's not going to be like I am running a marathon of 2,451 miles. But that's what I'm doing. I'm planning on walking from Lake Michigan to Pacific Ocean. 2,451 miles is what Google says it is. I'll probably end up doing more than that. And my app on my phone tells me that I'm walking a whole lot more than I am actually walking, because the app is designed to calculate 2,000 steps as 1 mile, which is average American male step. I'm not the same height as an average American male. I'm 5'4", not 5'8", so my steps are a little smaller than an average American step. I went on a hike yesterday and I counted the steps on every quarter mile, and it comes out to roughly 24 to 2,500 steps for me to cover a mile, as opposed to 2,000. So when the app tells me that I have walked 10 miles, I've actually walked 8. So when the app will tell me that I have walked 15 miles, I would have walked about 12. So that's what I'm looking at. About 30,000 steps a day is what I plan on doing. Sometimes more, sometimes less. And today, a little while ago, before sitting down, I checked. I was over 24,000 steps for the day. Most of it in the gym and in the group walking. So I did about 3 hours of walking today, which added up to about 22,000 steps, and then a couple other thousand just going about my daily business. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Looking forward to creating more of this video, getting comfortable sitting in the phone, looking like a dummy, talking to myself, talking to this piece of technology, which is a stretch for me to get ahead and do it, but I'm doing it anyway. Until next time, don't forget, remember to subscribe down below. Ciao.